Good afternoon. Welcome to my final presentation. My name is Alex, and today we're going to talk about what kind of preventative maintenance you can do on your body to ensure that your joints and your limbs stay pain-free for as long as possible so that you can live a long and healthy life and hopefully retire somewhere nice along the beach, with the waves crashing in. So let's move forward. So I've already mentioned the main topic for this presentation, and that is preventative maintenance and why you should be doing it. Well, as I'm sure you're aware, as we all get older, our joints start to deteriorate. Our muscles get tightened, they tighten up, we get sore, our backs start to hurt, our shoulders start to hurt, our knees start to hurt, our necks start to hurt. Before you know it, our quality of life has decreased significantly. All because, we just got old, right? Well, is there anything we can do to prevent that? Absolutely. Absolutely there is. You change the oil in your car because you don't want to go to the mechanic and get a bill, right? Well, how about your bill of health? What's it worth it to you to live a pain-free life? Well, let me show you a couple easy things you can do that will help strengthen those muscles that support the systems, such as your joints, your knees, your rotator cuff, and that will help you live a pain-free life. So let's move forward. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is lower back pain. That's the first topic for today. What kind of preventative exercises we can do to help with lower back pain? What causes lower back pain? Well, let's get into that first. Well, obviously physical labor can cause lower back pain. If you're hefting around, 40, 60, 100-pound bags of concrete every day, your back's going to hurt. Guarantee it. But you'd be surprised, you'd be like, I sat down all day. Why is my back hurt? It doesn't make sense. I was lazy. Well, sitting too long can be bad for you. If you have bad posture while you're sitting, that could be bad for you. Maybe you're slumped over in your chair and your back starts to hurt. Well, our backs aren't meant to sit in unnatural positions like that for a long time. But, with a little bit of stretching, we can get that fixed. And also muscle weakness. So if your muscle is too weak to be able to stabilize the joint properly, it will get sore trying to do its job, and you're going to feel like you have sore joints. You definitely don't want that. So what kind of exercises can we do to help prevent lower back pain? Let's see. Well, these 3 exercises, very simple, very easy to do, and they don't all involve strength gaining. It's more about a combination of improving flexibility as well as strength and getting the muscles to fire correctly in tandem together. Those 3 things are what these 3 exercises are about. So the main one is squats. You'd be like, squats? I can't even bend over. Well, you know what? That's what the other exercises are for. But you know what? You have to start with squats. Squats will help you activate all of your muscles in tandem. It's a complex compound exercise. Your abs get activated, your glutes get activated, your quads get activated, your hamstrings get activated. All these work together to stabilize your core, stabilize your lower back. And if you do these squats regularly, you will strengthen those supporting muscles and you won't experience lower back pain as easily or as frequently. Obviously if you squat heavy, your back's going to be sore the next couple of days, but it will be padded and insulated for the future down the road to prevent pain. After squats, we have the glute hamstring bridge, which is what this lady over here is up to. Oh, I don't have my pointer out. Basically, this does the exact same thing as squats, except it also helps a bit better with your hip mobility, hip alignment. If you feel like, one side of your hips isn't as mobile as the other side, this will help get everything moving together in unison. It'll strengthen your core. And if you just do this, I guarantee it will help reduce back pain. Now, these 2 exercises are actually exercises. They will kind of tire you out. You might get a little sore from doing them if you don't do exercise on a regular basis. So our last thing we're going to do is it could be a decompression. We're going to talk about stretching, something as simple as touching your toes. If you're sitting all day long, your hamstrings get tight. I guarantee it. Sitting down leads to tight hamstrings. So what you should do is, you gotta bend over and touch your toes. Do it the proper way, not like the guy's demonstrating on the left with the X, but as he's demonstrating on the right with the green check mark. If you have tight hamstrings, it pulls on your kneecaps. Your knees feel off. If it starts pulling on your lower back feels off. It's got to work extra hard to compensate for those tight hamstrings. So trust me, bend over, touch your toes, loosen up those hamstrings. It will help you. You'll notice a big difference. All right, moving onward. Next topic that we're going to talk about is upper back pain. Now, you think, oh, this is the exact same as lower back pain, but it's slightly different because upper back pain is more generally associated with the way you use your shoulders. Lower back pain is about how your legs are contributing to this situation. Upper back pain is about how your shoulders are contributing. So what can cause this upper back pain? Well, for example, if you sleep on your side, maybe sleep on your shoulder kind of funny. Your shoulder might not have the musculature to support that awkward position for 8 hours at a time, however long you're sleeping. So, you might wake up and be like, oh, my back's really sore. My neck is crack. You know what? That is all because you don't have the structural stability that your joints require to, maintain a position that will, be comfortable for you. And also, like, if it's an uncomfortable position, having good supporting musculature will help them be able to recover quicker. So, you'll have less pain for a shorter period of time if you develop your shoulder musculature. So anyways, upper back pain, mainly around the rotator cuffs. What's causing it? Well, for sleeping on your side, bad posture, maybe you slumped over on your computer, you're reaching for your mouse, your shoulders shifted forward the whole time, and you're like, oh, my shoulder's so sore, it's my mouse hand. Well, maybe try sitting a little closer to your mouse, or pull your mouse closer to you. Bad posture, muscle weakness, your shoulders are tired from getting slept on. Ironic, isn't it? So what can we do to reduce pain in our upper back and shoulders? Well, these two very simple exercises will help you 100%. Guarantee it. So, the first one is just hanging from a pull-up bar. You'd be surprised how much shoulder pain can be alleviated and prevented in the long term just by hanging from a pull-up bar. You don't have to do it for a very long period of time, 20, 30 seconds. You don't have to put your full weight on it. You can support yourself a little bit. But just getting that stretch in those muscles will help everything release, and actually as they get used to holding on to your weight, they'll help build you a little bit of musculature to support your the joint system. So I highly recommend hanging from a pull-up bar. And you know what, maybe eventually you can carry your whole body weight, and then eventually you're doing pull-ups, and then you're actively strengthening your back as well as protecting it from pain. The other piece of advice I could give for strengthening your rotator cuffs and preventing pain would be to do push-ups with this kind of a rotation involved. What this does is it makes sure that weight gets distributed in such a way that you are strengthening the entire shoulder. You start off just on the frontal side, and then you rotate over, you get the medial, and then you get a little bit of the back for stability. And if you do this, then I guarantee you're going to have less issues with shoulder pain from, using your mouse at awkward positions, or, sleeping on your shoulders in awkward ways. All this pain can be prevented. And you're like, oh, he's telling me to go to the gym. Well, I'm not telling you to go to the gym, because this is all stuff that can be done in like 10 seconds, 30 seconds, right when you get up from your computer chair. How long have you been sitting there now? You've been sitting there probably, at least 5 minutes as long as this video is running, but how many videos did you watch before this one? When you stand up, I guarantee your hamstrings are going to be tight. You should go and stretch them. There is no better time than now to start doing preventative maintenance. And I'm not saying go to the gym. You'd be surprised. It takes 10 seconds to do a couple of push-ups. And you know what? If you do that 2-3 times a day, that's much better than zero, and your shoulders will benefit from it. Absolutely. So if you're having lower back pain, upper back pain, take the 30 seconds, make it a routine. I get up on my chair to go get some water. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to touch my toes. Maybe I'll do 10 squats. Maybe I'll do 10 push-ups. The whole thing takes you less than a minute to do. If you get up, get water 5-6 times a day, you almost have a whole exercise routine, and you're just doing preventative maintenance. And you'll know when you've pushed yourself too far. You'll feel some pain, but you know what? It won't feel like the nagging pain of chronic pain that a lot of people face every day, especially as they get older. So any final tips I can give you as far as living a healthy lifestyle? One would be, just get your heart rate up. Your cardiovascular system is essential to staying alive, as I'm sure you're aware. Your heart pumps blood all around your body to your extremities. Your extremities stay healthy by getting oxygen and nutrients from the blood pumped to them. So if your heart's not pumping properly, your extremities are going to start deteriorating. Just start at the root cause, and go out from there. And your heart rate, get your heart rate up. It can be as easy as, I got down to do some push-ups and I'm back up again. I guarantee it, that's probably activated your heart more than, just going up and down the stairs slowly once. You really want to be able to get your heart rate up. That will help your cardiovascular health. Next thing is just eat a healthy, balanced diet. Make sure, over imbibing, sugar, alcohol, whatever, sweets, you want to enjoy life, but balance is key. You can overdo anything. And the last final tip for preparing yourself as you get older would be keep your brain pliable with puzzles. You'll stay sharp. You'll stay sharp for much longer. If you constantly zone out into the TV land, I guarantee you're going to be zoned out of reality much sooner than you would have been if you'd been doing Sudokus or crossword puzzles or jigsaw puzzles, anything like that. Now, a lot of this information that I've provided today is just based off my own personal experience and stuff I may have read 10, 20 years ago, so I don't have a whole lot of references to show you. But trust me when I say that with the majority of back pain and just chronic pain in general, that is not caused by a broken bone or anything major. All of that stuff is just like your musculature. It can be prevented. That pain can be prevented. You do not have to live a life of chronic pain. You can instead go and live a life of comfort, of security, where you feel like you're not scared to go out and go for a walk in the trees because you might throw out your back. Hopefully you won't have that problem because now your back's got strong support. You've gone and you've strengthened your posterior chain, which is all your muscles running up and down your back that keep you stable. Yeah, I really hope you take this information to heart, and I hope that you have a pain-free journey as you continue to grow. Thank you for listening. My name is Alex, and I wish you all the best on your journey through life. Cheers.